Chapter 1. The Arrival. As the transport van rattled down the gravel road, Jonah's heart raced with a mixture of dread and uncertainty. The mountains loomed around him, casting shadows that seemed to echo his fears. Stepping out of the van, he was met with the clanging of metal doors and the sharp, sterile scent of disinfectant mingled with the musty air. The guard's stern expressions left no room for sympathy, amplifying the isolation that engulfed him. Jonah's narration resonates with the whispers of other inmates, each sharing their first impressions, a cacophony of anxiety and apprehension. Some speak of fear, others of hope, a fragile thread they cling to amid the weight of their surroundings. As the heavy door swung shut behind him, he felt the finality of his decision. Within these walls, he would face a new reality, one marked by silence and the echoes of his past mistakes. Chapter 2. First Impressions. As Jonah steps deeper into Harmony Correctional Facility, the stark reality of his new life begins to unfold. The fluorescent lights buzz overhead, casting an artificial glow on the concrete walls, while the echo of heavy footsteps and distant murmurs amplifies his sense of isolation. He finds himself surrounded by a mix of wary glances and indifference from fellow inmates, each carrying their burdens silently. He struggles to connect, feeling vulnerable amidst an unspoken hierarchy that pervades the population. Inmates subtly gauge one another, testing boundaries and establishing their roles in this new microcosm. Brief insights from seasoned residents offer a glimpse into their own first days, moments filled with equal parts fear and defiance, determination and despair. As Jonah navigates the unforgiving landscape of prison life, he grapples with the stark contrast of freedom's loss and the daunting journey ahead, all while searching for a sense of belonging in a world devoid of warmth. Chapter 3. The Unwritten Code. As Jonah settles into life at Harmony Correctional Facility, he quickly discovers the intricate web of unspoken rules that shapes inmate interactions. Through candid interviews with seasoned inmates, he learns that trust and loyalty are essential for survival in this world. They share stories of alliances forged under pressure, highlighting the delicate balance between companionship and conflict. Each day, Jonah observes the subtle cues that dictate behavior, a nod from a peer, a reassuring clap on the back, or the swift avoidance of a known rival. Navigating these dynamics becomes a challenge, amplifying his feelings of vulnerability. Jonah's struggles to align his desire for connection with the demands of prison life echo through his thoughts, revealing a deeper narrative of human instinct and the need for community, even in the most isolating circumstances. As ambient sounds, the shuffle of feet, whispered conversations, fill the air, Jonah learns that survival often hinges on understanding the language of trust within the silence. Chapter 4. Friendship and Rivalry. As Jonah settles into his new life at Harmony Correctional Facility, he finds solace in the friendships he forms, particularly with Mia, a single mother navigating her own demons. Their bond deepens during shared moments in the prison yard, a space that oscillates between camaraderie and tension. The rhythmic sound of basketballs bouncing against concrete mingles with the hushed whispers of rivalry that lurk nearby, a reminder of the complex dynamics at play. Jonah learns the delicate balance of trusting his new friends while remaining cautious of underlying tensions. Rivalries often erupt without warning, and loyalty becomes a currency within the facility. Through candid conversations, Jonah and Mia reveal their vulnerable sides, sharing stories of love and loss that linger in their hearts. In this environment, their friendship serves as a lifeline, offering warmth and hope amidst the shadowy uncertainties of prison life, showcasing both the fragility and strength of human connections. Chapter 5. Reflections in the Yard. As the sun breaks through the towering walls, Jonah finds himself in the prison yard, a paradoxical sanctuary amidst confinement. Here, the ambient sounds of nature, the rustle of leaves and distant birdsong, contrast sharply with the harsh clanging of prison gates. In this communal space, friendships blossom, and amidst the laughter that echoes through the yard, Jonah deepens his bond with Mia. During their conversations, they share stories of lost moments and the ache of separation from family. Jonah learns about Mia's struggles as a single mother, while she discovers his yearning for redemption. Together, they find solace in their dreams, visions of a life beyond bars, where they can reclaim their identities. In these fleeting moments of connection, the yard becomes a canvas for hope, reminding Jonah that even within the walls of despair, genuine friendships can flourish, illuminating paths toward a brighter future. Chapter 6: The Weight of Regret. In the dim light of the common area, Jonah finds himself lost in thought, reflecting on the weight of his past mistakes. Memories flood back, faces of loved ones, shattered dreams, and the pivotal choices that led him to Harmony Correctional Facility. Every decision carries a consequence, he shares, his voice tinged with remorse. Surrounding him, fellow inmates echo similar sentiments, recounting their stories of regret and the impact of their actions on family and friends. One inmate reveals the pain of a missed graduation, while another recalls first moments with a newborn, now distant due to their crime. As the ambient sounds of the prison hum in the background, the atmosphere thickens with emotion. Their narratives blend into a collective cry for redemption, enveloping the audience in a poignant exploration of remorse and the longing for a second chance. In these moments, the inmates grapple not only with their pasts, but also with the hope of rebuilding their futures. Chapter 7: Lessons Learned. In the dimly lit common room, a transformation begins as the inmates gather for the weekly art therapy session. Jonah, clutching a paintbrush, feels the weight of his past lift with every stroke on the canvas. The soothing sounds of brushes gliding over paper mix with the murmur of conversations, creating an atmosphere of creativity and healing. Nearby, Marcus recites a poem he's crafted, words spilling out like a confession, raw and unfiltered. His voice resonates with the struggle for self-expression, and the other inmates listen intently, finding solace in shared vulnerability. The ambiance is rich with echoes of laughter and quiet contemplation, encapsulating the power of artistic endeavors as a lifeline. Through painting and poetry, Jonah and his peers discover not just their talents, but also a means to confront their pain and envision brighter futures. In this space of self-discovery, they learn that creativity can be a pathway to redemption. Chapter 8: Building Skills for Tomorrow. As the days pass within Harmony Correctional Facility, Jonah and his fellow inmates engage in vocational training and skill-building workshops designed to prepare them for life beyond prison walls. The clang of tools and the whir of machinery fill the air, creating a backdrop of industrious energy and hope. Jonah immerses himself in a carpentry class where he learns the craft of woodworking. Here, he discovers a sense of purpose and accomplishment, shaping raw materials into meaningful creations. Conversations with other inmates reveal aspirations fueled by newfound skills. Marcus dreams of pursuing a career in graphic design, while Mia envisions returning to school to support her family. These discussions, accompanied by the rhythmic sounds of labor, foster a proactive atmosphere, emphasizing the importance of preparation for release. Jonah reflects on how these skills not only offer practical value, but also cultivate a renewed sense of identity and community among the men and women aiming for a brighter future. Chapter 9: The Bonds We Forge. As the days blend into weeks, Jonah navigates the complexities of prison life, where friendships become lifelines amidst the uncertainty. Surrounded by the clinking of trays and muffled conversations, he reflects on the unique bonds formed with his fellow inmates. The shared struggles, moments of laughter, and unspoken understanding create a camaraderie that transcends their circumstances. Jonah finds himself leaning on Mia, whose spirit and resilience inspire him to confront his own vulnerabilities. Together they navigate the challenges of their pasts, allowing their stories to intertwine in the safe confines of the prison yard. In those fleeting moments, the echoes of their laughter serve as reminders of hope and the power of connection. As Jonah observes the dynamics of friendships among other inmates, he realizes that, despite the walls that confine them, the bonds they forge can foster strength and determination. It's within these relationships that he discovers a sense of belonging, an essential ingredient for survival in a world often defined by isolation. Chapter 10: The Fear of Release. As Jonah's release date draws near, anxiety envelops him like a heavy shroud. The bustling noise of prison life, doors clanging shut, guards barking orders, and distant shouts contrasts sharply with the ticking clock that marks his impending departure. He engages in deep conversations with his fellow inmates, each sharing fears and uncertainties about re-entering a world that feels foreign after years of confinement. The atmosphere is charged with a mixture of excitement and dread, where hope for a fresh start battles against the weight of past mistakes. Jonah reflects on his dreams of freedom, yet questions his ability to navigate societal expectations, worrying he may still be seen as just an inmate. Soundscapes of whispered fears and the relentless ticking clock amplify the tension, encapsulating the daunting transition from a familiar confinement to an uncertain freedom. In this moment, Jonah grapples with the fragile line between hope and fear, marking a pivotal chapter in his journey. Chapter 11, Farewell. As Jonah prepares for his departure, the atmosphere in the communal living area is heavy with emotion. Inmates gather to say their goodbyes, creating a tapestry of heartfelt exchanges. The sound of shuffling feet and quiet sobs fills the space, punctuated by the occasional laughter shared between friends reflecting fond memories. Jonah stands amidst his peers, feeling the weight of their bonds. "Remember to stay strong," Mia tells him, her eyes glistening. "You've got this." Their emotional exchange encapsulates the pain of leaving behind relationships forged in the harsh realities of prison life. He hugs Marcus tightly, both aware that their paths may diverge, yet the promise of friendship lingers in the air. The ticking clock resonates, reminding everyone of the time slipping away. As they share final words of encouragement, Jonah feels a mix of hope and sadness, understanding that while this chapter closes, another begins, filled with uncertainty and the potential for new beginnings. Chapter 12, A New Dawn. The day of Jonah's release dawns, heavy with emotion and uncertainty. As he stands at the facility gates, the sound of the clanging door resonates, marking the end of his confinement. With each step into the outside world, he is met by the cacophony of city life, honking horns, distant voices, and the bustling rhythm of daily existence. The sun feels foreign against his skin, a harsh reminder of the time lost within prison walls. Reflecting on his journey, Jonah recalls the lessons learned from camaraderie and creativity, and the weight of his past still clings to him. As he walks through familiar streets now colored with new perspectives, he feels a glimmer of hope intermingled with anxiety. What awaits him is unknown, but he carries the strength of his experiences. With every step, he reclaims his identity, ready to embrace a future shaped by resilience and redemption. Chapter 13, Navigating Freedom. As Jonah steps into the chaotic rhythm of city life, he is overwhelmed by the vibrant sounds and sights that feel both familiar and foreign. The relentless honking of cars, laughter of children in parks, and chatter of pedestrians create a cacophony that stirs memories yet highlights his isolation. Jonah grapples with deep-seated fears and societal judgments that accompany his release, feeling like an outsider in a world he once knew. Supported by a local community group, Jonah attends workshops aimed at rebuilding his confidence and skills. He connects with fellow ex-inmates who share similar struggles, creating a bond forged in understanding and resilience. Conversations about the stigma of their pasts echo through their discussions, while moments of laughter remind him of the importance of camaraderie. Through the chaos, Jonah strives to find his place, battling inner demons and embracing hope, a relentless pursuit of redemption in a world waiting to embrace him.